Hello, it's Luke Michael Howard here, clinical hypnotist, Ph.D, and owner of Hypnosis. We're here with Jen today. Hello. That was a rather sheepish handshake.
Sorry.
So basically today we're here to work on, what are we here to work on?
Textures.
Texture styles, texture specifically for
For clothing.
Yeah. And you want to feel what way?
So we've done a bit of work on textures, and I need like a top up.
A top up, yeah, sure, exactly. All right, so thank you. That's really all I wanted. So you just want to be comfortable wearing certain types of texture, specifically on your legs.
Yeah.
You want to feel more comfortable. Is that right?
Yeah.
Lovely. So I'm gonna take you through a technique today that I steal from Bob Burns. It's called the Swan. So I did not originate this, but I'm stealing it or modeling it, so to speak, as we say in NLP. So this is an interesting technique. It's going to look a bit silly, to be honest.
Okay.
And I don't know how it's going to work, to be honest. It's either going to work really, really well, and we're going to get great feedback, or it's not, and we're going to get great feedback, and we're going to do something else. So I really, honestly don't know how it's going to go,
Okay.
but we're going to experiment with it. It's very, very fun. And I'll kind of unpackage what we're doing with it after we've done it,
Sure.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you to do things today, at least your unconscious mind. I don't want you to help me consciously, but I also don't want you to prevent things from happening. Just allow them to happen if they want to happen. If they don't want to happen, they don't happen.
Okay.
So there's no pressure on it, all right?
Okay.
You're right-handed, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just borrow your left arm for a moment? And this technique is called the Swan, and if you just bend your elbow there and just kind of there, so almost like it looks like a swan, your hand, the position that it's kind of in. And in a moment, Jen, I'm just going to start talking to your hand and not to you. So when I'm talking to your unconscious, I'm going to be talking to the hand. I'm just going to touch you on the side of the knee there. So it's going to seem I'm being a bit rude and I'm talking to your hand and not to you. But I will come back, I promise, later on, and I will come to talk to you. But I'm far more interested in your unconscious mind. So I wonder now, Jen's unconscious mind, would it be okay if we played? And I want you to actually, Jen, I want you to look at your hand throughout this whole
Okay.
thing, so you can see what's going on.
Okay.
The whole time. So now, Jen's unconscious mind, would it be okay if we played today and just had a little experiment and see what happens? Would that kind of be okay? So what I'd like for you to do right now is I'd like Jen's unconscious now to take control of her fingers and her hand and her wrist, in fact, and I'd like for you just to simply twitch a finger all by itself. I don't care which one it is, just allow a movement to happen in the wrist or a finger all by itself. That's right. You can allow it to happen even more now.
Okay.
That's right. Great, and you can allow it to be even bigger. Great. Jen?
Yes.
How much of that was an unconscious movement and how much of that was conscious? Let's be honest right now.
Probably like 70 unconscious.
70 unconscious.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm not interested in you consciously trying to help this at all. Look
Okay.
at your hand, don't help it at all, but don't get in the way.
Okay.
So now, Jen, I'm speaking to your unconscious. I'd simply like for you to take control of Jen's hands, her wrist, her nerves in her hand, her fingers, a skeleton if you will, and I simply want you to just give me a twitch. That's right, in one of the fingers. Could you give me that twitch a little bit more, please? Thank you. And even more, please. That's right. Now I'm talking to you. What just happened then?
It moved.
It moved. What moved? I saw what moved. But
My finger.
yeah, which one?
My pinky.
Your pinky. How much of that was unconscious?
All of it.
Thank you. Now, I'm speaking to Jen's unconscious. Thank you folks so much for playing along. And I wondered if it would be, it can be kind of fun as well, funny, and I wondered if it would be okay, Jen's unconscious, to take control of her hand, her fingers, her wrist and her forearm, and simply move her whole hand so her fingers are simply rotated and looking at her face. I wondered if you could start turning that hand now as you have control. That's right, and it's already starting to move. That's right, completely unconscious until you're facing Jen's eyes completely and totally. How much of that was unconscious?
All of it.
For real?
Yeah.
Kind of weird, huh?
It's creepy.
It's strange, right? But it's kind of fun. I'm talking to your unconscious now. Thank you for playing along. You're doing great. Thanks for helping us out here. I wonder if you could say, hello to Jen, and you might want to do that by waving to her, by waving your fingers, by taking control of the hand or the fingers, but just kind of say hi to her with a wave or wave-like move, if that's okay with you, if you just go ahead and do that at some point. That's right. That's right, you can make it even bigger now. Just kind of say hello to, if that's okay. Thank you. Yeah. That's right. And if it's okay, and only if it's okay with you, Jen's unconscious, could you make that movement a little bigger, that wave-like movement? It might be in the hand, it might be in the fingers. Thank you. A little bit bigger if you feel comfortable doing that. That would be lovely. Just kind of say hello to Jen as you look at her eyes. Very good. Thank you. What just happened then?
My hand moved.
It kind of moved, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much of that was you controlling consciously?
None.
Awesome. So, Jen's unconscious. Thanks for playing along. I really appreciate it, and for helping her out today. Now Jen has an issue that she was working on. She wants to feel more comfortable in certain fabrics that she wears, specifically on her legs. Would it be appropriate for us to work on that today? Actually, I'm going ahead. Jen's unconscious. Can you just give me a clear signal for yes? It might be moving one finger, it might be moving the wrist in any way, but just give me a signal for yes, please, if that's okay with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And could you give me that signal one more time for yes? Thank you. What just happened there? What just moved there?
My pinky / like a couple of other fingers joined in.
Yeah, so I saw your pinky move.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Jen's unconscious, thank you. Can you give me a different yet clear signal by taking control of the fingers, the wrist and the hands for no, please? Thank you. Could you just do that again for me, just a little bit bigger? Thank you so very much. Now, thank you for playing along. You're doing a great job. Really appreciate it, and the work that you're doing here today and looking after Jen. Would it be appropriate, would it be okay for Jen, for me and Jen, to do some work on this issue with your help today in regards to fabric on her, specifically her legs? Yes or no? Thank you so very much. And could you start, would it be okay for Jen to wear the trousers that I know that she has backstage, so to speak, that she knows she wants to wear, but she in the past used to feel uncomfortable? Would it be okay for her to wear those trousers and feel comfortable at the same time? Yes or no? Thank you. And would it be okay if Jen were to put those trousers on, say, in 30 minutes from now? Could she put them on 30 minutes from now and you would allow her to feel comfortable in those trousers going forward? Yes or no? Great. Thank you so very, very much. And would it also be okay that from this moment forward, or when Jen does put those trousers on, going forward into the future, that you can allow her to just feel comfortable, at least neutral in that specific fabric, in those specific trousers, so she could feel neutral in them? Would that be okay with you from this moment forward? Yes or no? Thank you so very much. So, I mean, would it be okay for Jen to do that with other fabrics that in the past she wasn't comfortable with? Would it be okay for her to wear those now when need be, and she could wear those trousers, wear those fabrics, and at least be neutral while she's wearing them? Yes or no? Thank you. Is there any more work you need to do around this issue so that Jen can go forward and wear any type of fabric as long as it's appropriate for her going forward from this moment forward into the future? Yes or no? Great. So, do you know what the issue that needs to be resolved, the issue which, once resolved, will allow Jen to be able to wear different types of fabrics, specifically on her trousers, yes or no? Could you give me that again, yes or no, please? So, great. So, could you go ahead now and do that work and complete that work within the next minute, yes or no? Is it okay for you to do that work now, yes or no? So could you go ahead and do that work now, and when complete, just raise the yes finger and let me know that it's complete. Is that okay with you, yes or no? Thank you. So take all the time you need in the next minute to do that work, and please signal by telling me yes, and telling Jen yes when you're done. Thank you so very, very much. Jen, while you're here, is there anything else you want your unconscious mind to fix for you? Or talk to it, not me, because it's doing the work. Make it simple yes, no questions, and give specific timelines, because your unconscious mind is much like a 5-year-old and it's very, very literal. So make sure your questions are very literal. Meaning if you're asking for yes or no, you spell no out for like N-O as opposed to no, K-N-O-W, for example. It's literal.
Okay. I don't know so much as if it's an issue that I need to work on, or I just have a question.
If you feel comfortable, you can ask a question, yeah?
I don't want to say it.
On camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can come back to that one after.
Okay.
Yeah?
Or do I have to
you can do it inside your head, yeah. I mean, let's try it. Actually,
okay.
I don't know is the answer to that. So
okay.
ask the question
right.
for the yes, no, and then see what it responds, and we'll just wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can vocalize part of it.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay. Is this the problem? Yes or no? Cool.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I think that was the first no today.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got a no, because we didn't get a no for anything. So I'm glad that it answered no, so you can see that it worked. Anything else that you want to ask it, you can do it inside or outside. We know it works. You can do it inside your own head.
No, I think that was those were the two big pressing issues.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So then keep looking at your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And now, sometimes people think that just the position you're in now causes the hand or the fingers to move in that way. So I'd like to disprove that right now, and I'd like for your unconscious to take control of your hand, your wrist and your forearm, on all the nerves and muscles and fibre, and simply rotate it to where it started, so the fingers are away from you. Unconscious level, rotate the fingers back to where they were at the start, so they're facing away from you. That's right. Just allow it, that's right, to do its thing, it knows what to do. Did you rotate that?
No.
Honestly,
Yeah.
out of 100%, how much conscious control did you have in that?
Like none.
For real?
Yeah. Maybe 1%, but
1%.
really, no.
And you can let go of that 1% now. But kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of strange. And you got two different signals.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't hypnotised, were you?
Mm.
Yet something a bit
Or
different
was I?
happened.
Yes.
So now,
Mm-hmm.
as you look at that hand right now, and you can just go ahead and close your eyes for a moment and feel comfortable as you do. And you can allow this hand and arm to come down, to go down onto the side of the couch, only at a rate in which your unconscious mind will resolve anything that needs to be resolved here today, or certainly, by the very least, as you sleep tonight. Only at a rate will that hand and arm drop down towards the arm of this couch at a rate in which anything that needs to be resolved will be integrated at an unconscious level, so you will have a profound realization that something shifted for the betterment. And your unconscious mind can take all the time it needs to do that. That's right now. Because that when it does go all the way down, that's your unconscious mind's way of telling you that things have been resolved, are on the mend, and you are feeling better. But only at a rate and a time which is comfortable for you to notice those shifts and changes. Knowing that when your hand comes all the way down, you can just let go and feel better and deeply relaxed. And you can go ahead and open your eyes right now, feeling good. Good job.
Thank you.
Kind of weird, huh?
That was a really interesting sensation.
Of the arm going down?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah.
What did that feel like?
It felt like it was in a supported space.
Okay.
So there was support going down, but there was also counter support going up. So it was like it was just being positioned down. Does that make sense?
Yeah, what a client said to me today is we were doing something similar like that, and she had her hand up for an hour almost, and she said at the end of the session, you know the weird thing? She says my hand was like that for an hour, and it didn't feel like I was controlling it, but I didn't feel any pressure or tension at the end. It was almost as if the muscle supported itself. So there's no aching or tension because your unconscious mind took control of it. Is that kind of what you meant? Like the muscles were...
It's like if I had your arm and it's just allowing it to go down.
That's right.
Without...
Are you hypnotising me now?
Yeah.
That's right. Good stuff. So we're gonna test it, and you're gonna put on some trousers. And we're going to just see now, because the minute's up, how you feel differently about it. And this little technique that you learned today, again, the Swan is the name it goes by, is something you can always use. It's real simple. How you use it, and anyone can use it. I would say you get your left arm. I think the reason behind the left arm, my understanding, I could be wrong about this, is your creative part of your mind, which is the right part of the mind, controls the left side of the body, hence why we're working with the left arm. I don't know if that's a reason, but that seems to make sense. But I'm going to demonstrate with my right hand just so I can put it here, but I would say you do it with your left hand for real. You put the hand down like so. So if you're going to self-swan, you put your hand down like so, and you just ask your unconscious mind to twitch a finger. Any finger. That's right. My little finger started to move there. And sometimes you need to be a little bit patient, give it a little time. I'm a little bit too low right here, but I'm going to demonstrate anyway.
Switch your spots.
That's fine. And then I'm just demonstrating this. And then the second part is you just simply ask your unconscious mind to turn the hand, the wrist, the finger, so it's facing towards your face. So I'm just what you would do essentially. This, I'm not really swanning myself now. Eventually the hand will turn all the way around. And once it's there, you ask the hand to give you a wave to say hello. It might be like that, it might be like that, it might just be a finger or two. There's no wrong way of doing it, just a sign. And then when you're there, you ask for a signal for yes, whatever that may be. It may be, for some people, it's a turning of the hand, an up and down, or it's a finger movement, and a clear signal for no. Again, there's no right or wrong way, just two different signals. And then you can start to do some self-inquiry, simply asking simple questions, yes, no. Is it okay for me to work on X? Can we work on that now? Can you complete that work within the next minute? If it's a yes, great, allow it to do it. If it's a no, can we complete the work in the next 5 minutes? Until you get a yes eventually. And then once the work's done, you can ask the unconscious mind to turn the hand back away from you. Again, I'm just consciously demonstrating it now because we're going to be here a while otherwise, and I'm running out of film. And then get it back to the start. But it's real simple. It's something you can do anywhere, so you don't have to listen to hypnosis CDs or audio cassettes that may be a bit generic. You don't even need to hire a hypnotist. You can self-swan yourself and kind of basically have a conversation with your unconscious mind to find out really what's going on inside, and allow your unconscious mind to make the changes, because it's in control of everything as well, and your unconscious mind just doesn't interfere. That's just kind of cool concept. Play around with it at home and post the results underneath. I've been Luke Michael Howard. This has been Jen from Hypnosis. Always believe.